We're never going to see another guy Shaq's size with his athleticism that was as dominant as him. Shaq should have 5 MVPs. He sees a guy like Nikola Jokic that's not as dominant as him and gets 3 and 4 years. But see, when you historically great, they talk about you as great basketball player, the GOAT, and Shaq is never brought up. And I think a part of him is envious of that.
When we talk about the greatest basketball players of all time as far as the GOAT conversation, Shaq's name is never brought up in that?
Yeah. It's hard for me to put somebody in the GOAT conversation with 1 MVP. Regular season. It's hard, Gil. So we're going to take somebody with 1 regular season MVP and put him in front of people that got 3, that got 4, that got 5. If Shaq would have had, if he'd had my work ethic, he'd have had 40,000 points. Ocho, there's something I want to address. Just brought to my attention. Is that Ocho? Everyone's family. Okay, Shaq. About the comments that I said last night. Shaq said, "You took me sticking up for Shay as jealousy of Joker shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicked." That's not what I did, but anyway. So here's the clickbait for you. If I ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you're at. Me jealous sounds like you jealous. I know you're trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people in case you forgot. 4 rings, 3 finals MVPs, top 50, top 75. And to be quite frank, all this success you got still under me. You don't know my work ethic, but according, I work less, but not blah, blah, blah. But anyway, love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this ish. Love always. The most dominating big man ever. Never took it serious. Remember, I know you and you know words of Skip Bayless. I'm better than you. Hashtag G14 classification. I have it. You don't. Not in my profession.
Wait, when that happened?
He just about 10 minutes ago.
Wait, Shaq in the chat?
No, he on IG. I've never professed. I've never professed that I was as great as Shaq. But what I will say,
yes, sir,
I got what I got because I worked my ass off. Now, yes, Shaq has been the one that said that he didn't work as hard, he didn't train as hard, he didn't eat as well as he should have.
Right.
Shaq is the one that anytime someone wins an MVP, he talks about how he should have been the MVP over Steve Nash. Now, you guys have heard me speak glowingly. I say Travis Kelce is better tight than I was. So was Gronk. So was my guy, what's his name? For the Chargers. Antonio Gates, Gonzo, Big Winslow. I'm cool. I got no problem. You know why I got no problem, Ocho, with giving people credit?
Right.
Because I got everything out of my God-given ability. God gave me the ability to do what I could do, but he gave me discipline. He gave me dedication, the way I trained, the way I ate, the way I slept. So this was all I could get.
Right.
Now, I would have felt some type of way if I'd have got these numbers and I half-assed it, but I never half-assed it. Kobe said Shaq should have won and they should have won.
Right.
But my thing is that you can't, and it said greatest characters. It's Shaq, I'm the greatest character. No, am I a top 100 player? No. Am I the equivalent as a football player as Shaq was as a basketball player? No. But what I did do is that I maximized that. And my question, if Shaq and because it's rough on the back. My question is, do you believe that you gave everything you possibly could in basketball? Did you train the way you should have? Did you eat the way you should have? That just goes to show you how great you was. That you allowed your weight to get out of control. The injury started to creep up and you got 4 rings and you got 3 finals MVP.
See, I'm mad, man. I wish I understood.
Why you mad?
Because I wish I understood goddamn basketball. So when you talking about Shaq, especially during that time, think about this. If I don't know basketball now the way I should, the way you do, like what you telling me right now, it's like I'm trying to process the shit.
Think about it.
But I can't because I wasn't watching back then.
Think about it, Ocho.
Fuck,
he's the most dominant big man in the history of the game.
I know that
And
much, yes.
And he got one MVP.
So, but think about this. Think about how they just, I'm not going to say rob. I don't want to use the word rob.
How they
Think about
rob?
how they robbed Shea. 30 points. Number 1 seed. But he doesn't get it.
They were
so what's the criteria? What's the criteria for MVP if you just gave it to Joker again?
But I don't think they gave it because Joker was top 10 in points, top 10 in rebounds, top 10 in assists, and they basically had the same record. They just had OKC just had a better division record.
Oh,
so you're talking about so it's not like they were the number 1 seed and Joker was number 10.
Right. Okay.
Shaq, if you took what I said as a slight, okay, I can get it. And people say, well, see, my thing is that I'm not saying that I've never said I was the quitter, and I'm quick to say that when I talk about Kevin Durant or I talk about any player, I said I'm not the equivalent basketball player, but all I can do is maximize my ability.
Right.
Shaq know deep down he can take all the shots. Yeah, you got more money. Yeah, you're more famous than me. Yeah, you're more well known. You're gonna have way more money than I ever have. But nobody will ever say that I was lazy or I cheated myself.
You know I love you, the best player in the league. I want to congratulate you, but I want you to hear from me first. I thought the SGA should have been the MVP. That's no disrespect to you, but congratulations. And what do you guys have to do to get back on track versus Minnesota?
Thank you, Shaq. We don't judge people here, so that's fine. It's your opinion. I'm joking.
No, hey, all good. I love you. I love your brothers. One thing we always going to do is keep it real with each other.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't like the big man, rightfully so, because that's his position. He is, in his mind, he is the apex predator. No matter what no one says, we don't care. He don't care what you say. He don't care. You can throw all the championships and all that. If we lace him up, and we had to, in our prime, had to play against each other in our prime, he thinks he's the apex predator. Those awards hurt him. They irritate the hell out of him.
Yes, it's the MVPs, Gil. It's the MVPs because we only have one.
They didn't think that I would win, but I won.
Oh, you think you can say something about the teams and you ain't gonna say something back?
I got in.
You gotta have G14 classification.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number 1.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number 1.
I'm the best in the world. Number.
Oh no, Shannon Sharp, man, you're way beneath me. Your whole demeanor is faker than new rapper Beefy. You're soft, before you get fly, you rather tweet me. I was in 3 different cars when you was in 3 feet. All I see is dollar signs, they come in 3D. Make it hot, ain't no way around my degree. You are not in my spot, you are like a peewee. Shula got them calling me Rocky the way I re-re. I get to the green bag, I don't mean a lawnmower. Jet flying, foreign driving, Best Buy and